Hello everyone, what's up? Here my name Gordo 345, and I'm here today to show you a couple of my favorite robot or mech from back in the days when I was when I was little. And some of these mech they're probably gonna look outdated to you. Some of these robots or mechs, they're probably gonna look a little outdated to you because this is like back from like a while back. This is like from the 70s, like mid 70s. But I could assure you that they'll probably look outdated to you, but I could assure you that they can kick ass. And right here, this is to my knowledge, because this is I'm speaking from my experience, from my knowledge. This is the granddaddy of all. This is who's, like, for my knowledge, like from my point of view, where it all started from me. Beyond this, anything beyond him, something that I don't know anything. Like, I don't, if he wasn't the one that, like, one of the first couple or one of the first mech from back in the days, I don't know. But this is the first mech robot from back in the days, like, and he's my favorite of all. Like, when I grew up, this is the first robot that I ever, encountered, the, like, anime cartoon from Japanese. And I'm telling you, man, this cartoon from back in the days, they have some action packed, I was like around 9 or 7 years old. And I used to, every day, it was an everyday thing, religiously, from Monday to Friday. At 3 o'clock after school, I would watch this cartoon religiously every day. Me and my friends, we used to, talk about it in school and break. This was the subject in school, like in the breaks. And in fact, they also had a book that you fill out with stickers. Yeah, and they'll sell you like a thingy, like a package thingy with, I think the inside would come like 10 of them, or 7 probably. And you put them inside. They had a book that you had to fill out with all these stickers. And some of the stickers that when you had a repeat in your book, you would trade with your friends. But if it was a cool sticker, like some of them they were awesome because they were seen from the cartoon, you would keep them. Some of us, like me, some of those I use them like a sticker for my notebook, for like my notebook for school. Or I would get one of those thingies that I use for baseball card to keep the card intact and put them in there because they look so cool that I wanted to keep them. And the other one, we use them on the book to fill up the book. And it was awesome. And right here, this is Mazinger Z. This thing right here is called the jet builder. And the driver that drives this jet builder, he's called Koji Kabuto. He's the one that drives, the Mazinger. And the one that made this robot for Mazinger, for Koji Kabuto, was Enzo Kabuto, which is Koji's grandfather. And when they played this when they did showing this cartoon in Puerto Rico in the 80s, because they came out on Japan, I think it was in the 75, but they didn't televise it in Puerto Rico. They started televising it late, in the 80s, late 80s. That's when I saw this cartoon. And the whole thing, from end to from beginning to end, consists of 4 seasons, and each season had 26 episodes. And man, every episode felt like a action-packed movie. And back in the day, they used to have Voltron, and I believe Voltron is also a Japanese anime cartoon. But man, no, Mazinger was something else. Voltron was no near like Mazinger. Voltron was like it was boring, and and if I'm offending some of the Voltron fans today, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. It's just my personal opinion. Everybody has his own opinion, and I have my own opinion, and I don't mean to, to offend no one or talk bad things about anybody's favorite cartoon, but I'm talking about from my perspective or what I used to watch, back in the days. Mazinger Z, every episode when he would fight against the monsters, from Dr. Hill, which was his arch enemy. In each episode, the first encounter when he fights the monster, he always like kind of lose. He will come back to the secret base or the phantom base, or it's called the phantom base, something like that. He will come back to the base all messed up, or like with the like a missing punch, because he used to launch his punch, which it will call him the missile punch, I guess, in English translation. And some of the monsters were like so powerful that it would destroy his punch. So he'll come back all messed up and missing pieces, and the scientists from the lab, they will like trying to rebuild whatever is broken on Mazinger to because they wanted to be ready for the next battle, because they didn't want Dr. Hill to because all Dr. Hill wanted is he wanted to take over the lab, because in the lab they had the phantom where where they build the metal of what Mazinger is made of, which is called it's called the Z metal, and that's why Mazinger is called Mazinger Z, because the Z is called the Z metal, and it was a powerful alloy metal that was almost indestructible. Supposedly, it was indestructible. But like I told you, every battle, every episode, Mazinger would come back almost, like all beat up and stuff. And even the second bout, like near the end, because the second bout was the bout where he wins. Even though in that second bout he'll fight the monster, and you would think, because he will fight the monster, and every time it was in every episode he nearly destroyed the monster, because that's how intense was the battles. And you think that because you're a kid, so you don't know any better, you think that, oh my God, Koji got lucky, he beat, because just near the end, just like almost at the end, because while Koji's fighting the monsters, the doctors or the scientists from the base, they're watching the fight, and they're trying to figure out the pattern of the monster, trying to figure out where is the weak point. And they'll work with Koji, and they were always in contact with Koji. And then once they figure it out, they will tell Koji, I think I know where the weak point of that monster. And like there was one instinct where the weak point was, it was always something kind of like today. It was stupid, but back in the day, it was different. Today it'll probably be corny or something. I don't know, but back in the day it was. I didn't see it corny. One of the monsters' weak point was the horn. The horn. There was another one that had a face in the chest, and the face in the chest was the weak point. I mean, now mind you that I'm a kid watching, so I never predicted any, in every episode, I never predicted like, oh, I think this is the weak point. No, I never. In every episode, I'm telling you, I always told, it kept me on the edge of my seat because I literally told that in every episode, I literally told that Koji was gonna die, and that's what made me keep watching it. And I don't know, maybe, yeah, I mean, you probably guys thinking, oh, he probably wanted Koji to die. No, it wasn't that. It was like, I don't know what it was that they kept me, like I said, it kept me on the edge of the seat because the action was so intense that you were like, oh my god. But I don't know, today you watch it and it doesn't feel like that because I don't know, maybe because probably I'm an adult right now. And I see it different as an adult, and that's probably why. But I still enjoy them, man, because I got them. I bought recently a packet from eBay with all the episodes, so I still enjoy them. Of course, I will, because I love those. I love those cartoons. And right here, this is Mazinger, and. So I said that, okay, so when they came out back in the 70s and the 75, we didn't get them televised in Puerto Rico until like the 80s, like late 80s. So the whole show from beginning to end consisted of 4 seasons, and each season had 26 episodes. And there was a couple episodes that like a whole story that consisted of 2 episodes together, part 1 and part 2. And there was one in particular, which it was at the end of season 4. It started at the episode 24, where Dr. Hurl and his people that worked with him had all these mech robots, like they call it monsters, and there were so many of them. I think literally there were like 6 of them, and he launched all 6 of them to attack Mazinger, and he got overwhelmed because there were 6 of them, and he like it was crazy. It was like mayhem, like, oh, he was all beat up, one of his eye, because, when this thing is off on Mazinger, he's deactivated, and the lights and his eye be black, like, because he's deactivated. So, he got destroyed so bad that one of his eye was, all destroyed with, light, it was all, like, lit off. And one eye was like working when one of these things was broken. Part of his crown and hair was broken. This jet pillar was broken, like literally broken, like. And there was one part where he was fighting the monster, and the monster grabbed Mazinger like by the head and ripped the pillar off and threw him. And just when he was about to like crush the pillar and kill Koji, the episode, finished. It was, and then it left you like with the to be continued. You were like, oh no, because while that was happening, you have your eyes like wide open, glued to the TV, looking, watching. And you be like, and you're thinking, oh, this is it. This is it. It's gonna happen. He's gonna die. And so that happened. There was to be continued. So and to make it worse, it was a Friday. So they did that Friday. So you had to wait all the way until Monday to and then like at the end of school at 3:00 to watch. And me, my friend at break, we talk about it, and we started like, oh my god, I think Koji's going to definitely die this time. And some of them. Like there was some of us that there was a couple of my friends that was saying, nah, I don't think he's gonna die. Something's gonna happen. there was Koji's friend. They have mechs, but they wasn't as strong as Mazinger. Something's gonna happen. I don't know. Maybe Aphrodite or Bucks Burrow would help. And I used to say, nah, man, they were weak. They were weakling. They could, the mechs that they had, they were so weak. So I didn't think. I was like, no, he's gonna die. And I don't. Again, it might sound like I want him to be dead, no, but it wasn't that. It was. So anyway, when it was 3:00, we were all watching. Like I remember I was watching the clock, and every second it felt like a freaking minute. I wanted school to I wanted to hear the ring bell to get ready to go, watch my cartoons. So when I got home, I put the TV on and I started watching, and it picked up right from where it left off, like the monster getting ready to crush the jet pillar, and as soon as when he was gonna crush it, you heard a voice like a loud voice would echo. That's how they used to do it back in the days it was with echo, like, hey you monster, and the monster he turned around, and when he turned around, you saw like a black silhouette, like whole dark, like the silhouette, like the out, and you couldn't see it was black, but then instantly you saw it from black. You saw what it was, and man, as soon as I saw this beautiful robot here, I was like, oh my God, I started screaming like, what is that? Because you watching, like I said, it was a 4-season 26 episode. And in the beginning, Koji's grandfather said that Mazinger was one of his kind. So you never thought it was going to be, you didn't think there was going to be another one. And when you saw this thing right here, and you see the similarity, but at the same time they're different, because look at how it looks over here, and look at how this one looks, and then the horns, and you see in it like, oh my God, it's like it's like I couldn't believe what I was looking at, and I was like screaming. My great grandfather got scared because he was in the kitchen cooking, and he was like, what the heck's going on over there? Hey, I was, because I was so excited, screaming, oh my God. And then you find out that his name is Great Messenger, and the driver is called Tetsuya. And this is something I recently found out, because back in the days I didn't know what kind of how he was related to Koji, because I thought he was not related to Koji at all, but he's actually related to Koji. He's Koji's uncle. And how is he Koji's uncle? Well, according to something that I watched from these new anime, maybe it's made up now, I don't know, but these new, they remake the cartoons again, they remake them again, and it's called Mazinger Impact version. I think it's Over Impact. They have it on YouTube. So in those cartoons, by the way, they look awesome. They made Mazinger look even better than what it was before, because they added all the stuff on it that today makes sense. It's to make it appeal to the new people now today. So to me, I like them. I like them too. So in those cartoons, they explain supposedly that Tetsuya is brother of Koji's mom. And I mean, I didn't mind. I mean, if it, it's alright. I mean, it's cool. So yeah, this is a Grand Mazinger. That's I have 3 favorite mechs from back in the days. 3 favorite ones that I go all crazy, and that I want to make sure that I could get as many toys of them. And these 3 Mazinger, Gray Mazinger, and the other one I'm gonna show you, because I had to put them together. I had to put him together because Bandai made him, and he made him with the gimmick or how he was back in the days, how he used to come. And no, it's not him. I'm not talking about him. I like him too, but not him. His name in Spanish is called El Vengador. Now in English, it's called Kotetsu G. I don't know what that means or if it means something, but yeah, that's what his name in English, but in Spanish is El Vengador. So El Vengador is, or Kotetsuji, is a cybernetic human that turns into a head. Yep, you heard me right. He turns into a head of a robot, of a mech robot. And I don't. You're probably asking how in the heck he could do that. I don't know. You know, there was. You know, you're a kid. You don't care about those details. So, and I didn't care. And to this day, even though I'm a big, I don't care about those details. I like. He turns into a head of a robot, and I still like it. So I don't care about those details. You know, because this is supposed to be something fun, something that you enjoy watching. And yeah, and then there was a girl that worked with him that would, you know, that sent his body. His father made him for him. It was it was similar to the idea of Mazinger. It was an arch enemy, but in this case, it was a girl, and she was kind of like a demon from hell, like a giant demon. I don't know much about her because I don't remember, because I'm 43 years old today, so I don't remember much. But she was a demon, and she had other demons that worked for her. And the plot of the story is that she wanted to take or have this bell. I don't know. Yeah, you heard me right. It was a bell that they wanted to get. And according to this, the bell has some power that would bring immortality or something like that. I don't know what. Something with the bell that they wanted. But this guy's father, I forgot his name. This guy's father knew what the bell was, so he didn't want to tell he didn't want to reveal what was the bell was. So he got killed by this lady. She sent some of her nemesis to kill his father. So, and then by the time he find out, because he barely made it to his house, and explained to him that what was going on, and give him a pair of gloves, and that's how the gloves, when he puts them together, that's how he turned into a head. And then the girl that I told you that had the plane or the ship worked with his father. So, and she knew, I guess he trained her to, already with the plane. So like if something happens to him, she'll know what to do. So yeah, so she would like go on the ship and send him the body, and then the body would connect like all the limbs. And look at this, is something that I gotta say, the Japanese people, they're very smart. Look at the engineering of this toy. It's crazy how they came up with this gimmick to match the cartoon. Look, magnetic, boom, just like in the cartoon. It will come together. Boom. You see, you can tell. And this toy in particular has other things that you could buy separately, like limbs, to make other weapons, other type of weapon, because he could. Just like in the cartoon, he could turn into different type of things. Like it was one particular episode where he all these things now, all these extra stuff that it was already made for him. So, but they were not. He didn't know about it because his father didn't reveal him the secret until like he died. Because after he died, his father made like a smart computer with all his knowledge. And that's why, so he was basically like alive, I guess, through the computer, and he was revealing him all these secret weapons that he built for him, and he revealed in one episode he revealed him a weapon where he could turn himself into a submarine, like a submarine vehicle. There was another one he turned into like sort of like a ship. No, I'm sorry, like a plane, like sky thing. But one of the first things that they show you on the cartoon, one of his favorite weapon that they show him was this ones. You know, they first started simple with this, you know, and those, and you have the option for this, like the hand. Yeah. So yeah, that's this guy right here. His name is in Spanish is called Vengador, in English Cotexu. Now I'm trying to see if we're gonna have time to talk about these other one, because this one is another one that I like, and I probably won't have time. Cause let's see. Now this guy right here is called Guy King. Hopefully I have time to finish. And he's also another genius way, you know, like Japanese making these engineering things. Look at how this thing. Okay. It's crazy, man. This Japanese people are genius when it comes to making toys. You see how it's called? His name is called Guy King. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Don't mind my voice, how it sounds, because I think I'm catching. I caught the flu, I think. So I'm sorry if I sound weird. See right here, you can turn this thing. I don't know the meaning why he falls apart. I don't know if this is supposed to be like, cause like something that he turns into, or is supposed to be like battle damage look of it that you could, you know, have the option to do. Again, I don't know why, but yeah, that this does that. So yeah, see, you can do that, turn that like that. This is the head right here, and this thing right here, you take this off. Put it like that. Spread his arm like that. Yeah. And then you hold it like this. Put this back again. And now you okay, I'm trying to erase with time here. Hopefully I have time to make. Okay, here we go. See, now that you have that like that, make sure it's locked, and then you see this thing here, it clicks like this. then you take this off right here. See right here, this is, take this off and you have like an axe. See, this is like an extra weapon. You have an axe and you have a shield. And you put this right here like this. This like this. You put this like, you put, you know, if you want to put the axle, like the axe here like this. You know, lock it like that. You can. And you could put it like that. And yeah, this is how he turns into. And look at how amazing that thing looks. Then you put these things right here on the side. And real quick, because I don't have that much time, you got also this guy right here. He's called Grindizer. He consists of 3 ships that turn into this robot. And I don't have that much time, and I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this because this particular cartoon, they still, you know, I seen people talking about it, so you guys probably familiar with it. And back, like in the far back, that's another version of like a third Mazinger, which I don't like him that much. It's called Kaiser. But I don't like him that much. He was